How are you feeling about here, Brazil? It's your first time here?
Yeah, no, my fourth time here. I've been here a few times, so it's not a big deal coming here. I mean, obviously, anyone would rather fight. It's always better to fight in your home country. I'd rather fight in the States, but it is what it is. You know, and the Brazilians come to America all the time, so it's only fair that we have to come down here and fight as well.
Okay. Do you think a victory over Demian Maia will put you in a great position at this division? Do you think you can fight again for the belt?
Definitely, I think it puts me close. I mean, Demian Maia is on a great win streak. He's one of the top opponents at 170, so it puts me in a really good position.
Who did you bring with you? Who's going to be in your corner?
It's Tariq Azim and this guy Denny Propanokidis. Usually Gilbert Melendez comes and corner me, but he has this fight next week in Houston, so he couldn't come down.
So Shields, how do you think the fight's going to go? There's no way that it's going to be a stand-up fight.
Yeah,
it's going to be a ground pound.
It's really hard to predict, you know. I think there'll be a lot of jiu-jitsu in this fight. I certainly hope so, but it's really impossible to predict these fights.
And do you think it's like your proud is in the game, like you have to finish Demian Maia?
I definitely would like to finish Demian Maia, but he's not an easy guy to finish, you know. I think he's been finished maybe once. He's a very, very difficult guy to finish. I would love to go out there and do that, but it's not an easy task.
He said you're the best grappler he ever faced. Do you think it's a great compliment coming from a guy like him?
It's a huge compliment coming from him, but I also feel he's the best grappler I've faced, so I think it makes for a really exciting fight. I think we're the two best grapplers in the division, so it's one I'm excited for, and hopefully a lot of the fans are as well.
What do you prefer? A nice guy opponent like Demian Maia or a trash talker? What do you think?
When the guy's trash talking, it's a little easier, gets you a little mad. I mean, Demian Maia is such a nice guy, and I'm a huge fan of his, so it's but you just gotta get yourself motivated to not like the guy and try to hurt him anyways.
How much weight you still have to cut until tomorrow?
I think about 15 pounds over, so today sucks, not eating and stuck doing all these interviews, and they got me lined up with a lot more interviews back in the room, so I don't know how I'm gonna drop 15 pounds and do interviews all day.
But 15 pounds is more than usually, or?
It's about normal, but I just have a lot more interviews than normal, plus they didn't have the equipment I need to cut, the way I cut weight in the US, they don't have set up for me in Brazil, so it's a little bit more difficult.
What was exactly missing?
Bathtub, cut weight in a bathtub, no bathtubs here.
What you heard about the Brazilian cheers, about Lu vai morrer? What you heard about? What do you think about this?
It doesn't really bother me. I mean, it's just, you know, I've been to Brazil a few times. I have so many Brazilian friends. I understand it's not personal. They get really passionate with their fighting and soccer, and it's just it is what it is. You know, everyone's been really nice, respectful before the fight. So it's just they get caught in the heat of the moment, and they want you know, they're loyal to their country.
Besides the fight and the jiu-jitsu, what you know and what you like more about Brazil?
A lot of things about Brazil. You know, I love the great food, the acai, the women. I love the beaches when I'm in the beach towns. So it's a really fun country to visit.
You're going to
the jiu-jitsu, of course, as well. That's why I originally came down here.
You're going to plan to stay longer after the fight, or you're flying?
My flight's booked for the next day, but there's a good chance I'm gonna miss that flight and stick around for a week or so. Maybe go to Rio or Florianopolis or something.
A lot of people criticize MMA fights when they are pure grappling. What do you have to say to these people?
You know, I mean, being a grappler, yeah, it kind of sucks that a lot of the fans only want to see stand-up, but I just think a lot of them don't quite understand the technicality and the art on the ground. I mean, hopefully people get more and more educated.
A few years ago, in UFC Rio in Brazil, the people from abroad didn't get well here, and this things is changing. Last events here in Brazil, and looks like the people came from United States or other countries don't get scared like the first time. Do you feel like that? Like you know what you're going to expect here?
Yeah, I'm not too worried about fighting out here. I know what to expect. I mean, like I said, I've been to Brazil several times before, so to me it's just fighting in another country.